Are you looking for the best bike pumps of 2024? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best bike pumps on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Tatico Blowsport 3. The Tatico Blowsport 3, $60, is one of the most affordable pumps we tested and represents a solid option for most riders. The two-sided head easily accommodates both Schrader and Presta valves, pumping efficiency is about average, and the -2% measured accuracy was the second best in our testing. Now in its third version, the Joe Blowsport has been around for many years, and Tatico has made incremental changes to improve its performance over previous models. With a max PSI of 160, it's more than capable of pumping up your road bike tires while still inflating higher volume tires with little fuss. Pumping action is smooth and the mid-sized analog gauge is relatively easy to read on top of being more accurate than most. This pump simply gets the job done and, in our experience, lasts a long time for such an affordable model. The Joe Blowsport 3 is not without its faults, however. The comparatively short 30-inch hose is mounted at the bottom of the pump and limits its reach and usability with bikes in the workstand. While perfectly functional, the locking switch on the dual-sided head can be a little tricky to operate with one hand, and the rounded steel foot isn't the most stable, comparatively speaking. That said, the bright yellow color is easy to spot in a crowded garage, the operation is quite smooth, and the fair price makes the Joe Blowsport 3 a great option for anyone looking to save a little cash. At number 2. Silka Tatico Mini Pump. Silka is well known for making some of the most elegant and durable bike pumps available. While expensive, the brand's floor pumps typically last for decades and are considered a wise investment by those who swear by them. It stands to reason that they also make a classy and high-quality portable option, the Silka Tatico Mini Pump, $70. For such a small pump, it's impressive to see how many features Silka managed to fit into the Tatico Mini. The first thing you'll notice is the inverted design. The hose and valve are hidden inside the inner chamber, as opposed to the outer cylinder. This unique design adds up to 10% more air per stroke than pumps of similar length. Also, the Tatico uses a rubber cup seal instead of an O-ring to seal the pump. O-rings lose effectiveness as heat builds up and the cylinder expands. The Tatico's adaptable rubber cup seal grows with the tube, ensuring a tight seal and solid efficiency even as temperatures rise. Silka also added temperature control designs to the Tatico Mini Pump. A heat sink hidden at the end of the barrel absorbs the heat you generate as you pump. Additionally, the handle has an insulating air gap to help keep hands cool. Not only is it more comfortable, but it also minimizes hand sweat. These features, combined with the knurling on the aluminum alloy barrel, help you keep your grip as you fill your tires. The 3.5-inch reversible hose has a locking head design that works with both Presta and Schrader valves. While this hose is shorter than some, it's long enough to provide enough flex to make pumping your tires relatively hassle-free. It comes with a direct mount bracket to mount it on your frame, and at 9.5 inches long and 165 g, it fits into most hydration packs, too. That said, it's a little heavier and longer than some other options. It might feel a little bulky in a jersey pocket. At number 3. Blackburn Core 3. The Blackburn Core 3, $80, is a clean-looking steel pump with a wide, stable base and hollow plastic handle. The white, black, and red 3-inch analog gauge is easy to read, and the reversible head allows use with both Schrader and Presta valves, though you will need to unthread it and flip it around to switch between the two. The Core 3's 50-inch hose makes it easy to use whether your bikes are on the ground, in the workstand, or on the bike rack, and it is reasonably smooth, efficient, stable, and relatively accurate, averaging only 4.3% higher than the Tatico Smart Gauge D2X we used for comparison. The Core 3 does everything a standard bike pump should well enough, and the lifetime warranty is a nice touch at $80. Our primary gripe is the head design. The top-mounted lever can be difficult to operate with one hand, at least compared to other head designs, and can be awkward to open and close, pushing fingers into spokes when taking the head on and off valves. It works and has a solid connection, but the unique layout and stiff feel were more difficult to use than most other pump heads we tried. At $80, the Blackburn Core 3 is a standard bike pump. While we didn't love the lever design on the head, the pump functions well enough, with average accuracy, good stability, volume/efficiency, smooth action, and a long hose. The lifetime warranty also makes it a good choice for riders looking for a sturdy and economical floor pump that should last for years. At number 4. Pro Floor Pump Team. The Pro Floor Pump Team, $115, features a solid metal handle, an easy-to-use all-in-one head, and a 3.5-inch diameter gray and blue analog gauge. Taking only 27 pumps to fill a Minion DHRI to 30 psi on a 31mm internal width rim, it was among the more efficient pumps in our test, and the all-in-one head plays nicely and securely with both Presta and Schrader valves. Accuracy against the Topeak Smart Gauge D2X was relatively good at a plus 5.3% average, and we found the Pro Floor Pump Team to have a reliable, user-friendly, and efficient feel. The analog gauge is located at the base of the pump, but its large 3.5 diameter and contrasting colors make it easy to read. The first half of the dial also shows more detail for lower pressures between 0 and 40 psi, making it easier to get closer to your target. After that, the gauge goes up to 140 psi, well below its max of 220 psi, which is more than ample for today's road bike tire pressures. The pumping action is smooth, and the 47 hose makes it easy to reach your valves. Our only gripes with the Pro Floor Pump Team were with the footing. While the metal foot is large enough, it is all forward of the main body of the pump and not as stable as we would have hoped when standing behind the pump, oriented to see the gauge forward. It was manageable but required more stabilization through our feet than most competitors. We also wish Pro had included rubber feet to give the Floor Pump Pro a bit more grip. That said, the Pro Floor Pump Team is an easy-to-use, durably constructed pump, and was the second most efficient in our test, losing out only to the high volume setting on the Bontrager dual charger.